Okay. I think Zoom is was playing up a minute ago. Hopefully it's okay now. So if you haven't already, I invite you to get yourself comfy. I was going to say cozy. Cozy is probably the wrong word. Somewhere where you're fairly cool and comfortable and you can relax and enjoy this session. Angelina, lovely, welcome. Hope you're doing well. And we're going to start by just allowing ourselves to regulate into this moment. Bear with me. Huh, I've left. Oh, and that. Okay. I was going to cleanse with smoke cleansing, but no, I'm going to go for crystal cleansing this evening because my smudging bundles are over there. Okay. So if you haven't already, I invite you to just take a couple of moments to close your eyes and just become aware of the breath in the belly while I just cleanse our space. And just take a moment to notice that gentle rise and fall that happens all by itself. And you don't need to worry if the breath is a little bit shaky or shallow, or if it's deep and smooth. All of these things are welcome. Allowing your breath to be whatever it is in this moment. And just allowing it to draw you back to the here and now. Allowing anything on the to-do list to just gently drift away for the next hour. Any worries or concerns can be picked up afterwards. And consciously giving yourself permission to be really here for this practice. And you have the opportunity here to set a little intention for this Reiki practice. Is there anything that you particularly want to direct the Reiki towards? Maybe a part of the physical body that you've been struggling with? Maybe an element of the emotional body? Or maybe there's something in the external world that you're looking to bring more of or attract more of into your life. So setting that little intention now into your heart space, however you do that, is absolutely fine. Trusting your intuition here. Maybe saying the statement out loud or in your head. I ask that this Reiki session be used for, and allow yourself to complete that sentence. And before we begin our Reiki practice, you can invite in any guides that you work with, any particular deities or angels. Maybe you just would like to connect with your higher self or your inner medicine woman. Inviting those people or parts of you in with nothing more than just your intention. And I invite you to imagine now that way up in the sky, coming from the heavens, is the most beautiful iridescent light, coming down in a stream, and that stream of light makes its way through the sun, through that solar energy, infusing the Reiki with the vibrancy of solar power. And this solar energy is activating, it's empowering, it's revitalizing. Allow that beam of light, of Reiki energy infused with the power of the sun, to begin to enter into your body through the crown of the head, and initially allowing that energy to travel down into the belly, into this hara space. And I invite you to notice that with each breath that you take in, that Reiki energy begins to spread out, just a little bit at a time. With each breath, that Reiki energy becomes a little bit more expansive within you. And allowing that energy to spread all the way up through the chest now, moving through the lungs, into the heart space, all the way up to the shoulders, and allow it to travel down the arms. And you might begin to feel the tingling starting in the palms. And with each breath that you take in, allow that energy to become stronger. You might notice those sensations becoming stronger. And posing the question internally, is there anywhere within me that blocks appreciation and gratitude for all I have available to me? Is there anywhere within me that blocks appreciation and gratitude for all that I have available to me? And just allowing your intuition to guide you on where to place your hands. And allow yourself to just gently relax as that energy moves down through the crown, into the hara space, that belly, back up through the heart chakra and into our hands or arms and hands. And allowing that energy to flow where it needs to go. No need to try. But allow yourself to surrender to this solar Reiki energy as it begins to work on the blocks that are hidden within, that's taking you away from gratitude and appreciation. And if at any point you feel called to move your hands, trust that voice. Trust that you know exactly where your healing hands need to go. And now allowing your hands to run over the aura, just gently noticing where your energy field ends. And as you run your hands over this space, noticing if there's anywhere that feels like it needs a little bit of attention. And that intention might be, or that attention might be, a brush of the hands, a wafting of something away. It might be the need to pull that aura a little bit in. Perhaps your energy's been too spread out today. But there's no right or wrong here. I invite you to just trust how this feels right for you. Trust that you know exactly what you need to do. You know your energy system better than anyone. And if you feel called to stop and place your hands anywhere, as always, trust your instinct. And if at any point you find yourself becoming distracted, know that's perfectly okay. And when you notice, just gently bringing yourself back to the present moment and the sensation of the Reiki coming through the crown into the Hara space or that belly area. Traveling up into the heart space before down the arms and into the palms. And as the Reiki works its magic, I invite you to start considering, what do you enjoy about the things, people, circumstances of your life or life here on earth? What would you like to experience more of? What do you want to let in? And be careful not to just run through a gratitude list in your mind, but really allow yourself to feel the emotion. Where do you feel gratitude and appreciation in the body? What kind of sensation does it hold for you as you allow your mind to conjure everything that makes you feel blessed to be in this world? And allowing that Reiki solar energy to begin to amalgamate with those sensations of gratitude and appreciation, making this beautiful soup of sensation within you. Allowing it to light you up from the inside out. And if at any point you become distracted, just coming back to those thoughts of appreciation. What are the things you couldn't live without? And if you're struggling to find things to appreciate, I always find that nature often doesn't let me down. It's hard not to appreciate a beautiful sunset, the colors of the sunrise, the stunning moon as she goes through her phases. The feeling of a woodland walk when you've been rushing around all day. The coolness of water in summertime. The colors of leaves in autumn. Those winter mornings when you wake up to fresh snow and you've got nowhere to be. Or perhaps like me, over the past few weeks, you've been watching the baby birds up in the skies, learning to fly, and have now watched them grow up and begin to swoop and dive. And whether you connect with the word God or universe or the divine or another word entirely, perhaps muttering a little thank you, thank you, thank you, as you consider all of these blessings of what it means to live on this planet. And maybe you're just grateful for the technology that's available to us in this time and space that allows us to share these practices together while being hundreds, in some cases thousands of miles apart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And maybe it's just the fact that you get to share this space with other fabulous women, creating this collective energy together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as before, allowing your hands to scan over the body and just noticing if there's anywhere they feel drawn to go. While this solar Reiki energy is available in your palms, is there any part of your body that wants to claim that energy right now? And if you feel called to make any motions as always, trust your instincts. And if it feels good to do so, you may like to continue that gratitude and appreciation thought process in your mind, allowing yourself to truly bathe in that feeling of how lucky am I? How lucky are we? Now, if there's anywhere in the body that's causing you a bit of discomfort or pain this evening, I invite you to imagine that with each breath you take in, that area is filling up with that Reiki energy. And depending what you need, that energy may be cooling and calming, soothing, restorative. You may find it energizing, reinvigorating. Reiki becomes exactly what is needed, and our intention is not required in that process. As long as we can allow ourselves to surrender and be open. And if your mind begins to feel tired, thinking of all of the things you're grateful for, you can just allow yourself to feel the experience. Feel that sensation of gratitude in the body, allowing it to fill up the heart space, and allow it to get stronger, more expansive, traveling into every cell of your being. Rewiring our natural negativity bias. Opening up our heart, letting more good stuff in. And seeing if you can allow that energy of gratitude to begin to expand beyond your body. Seeing if you can allow it to fill up that aura space. And seeing if you can allow it to fill up the room that you're sat in. And what about your whole house or flat or bungalow? And what about your street? Can you allow this feeling of gratitude, appreciation, love? Can you allow it to ripple out down your street? And you might even like to imagine the smiles coming on people's faces as they come in contact with this energy. Rippling out like ripples in a pond. With a little thank you, thank you, thank you. And allowing your hands to rest now, if you haven't already. And taking a moment to thank your guides, thank the universe for this Reiki energy, or God, or whoever, or whatever you see that as for you. And taking a little moment to internally thank the people that have shared this space with you. And for the teachers that have come before and passed down these teachings through the lineage. And most importantly, never forgetting to thank yourself for showing up, for making the time, for allowing yourself this time to connect with Reiki. And for those of you live with me, I invite you to just take a moment before you open your eyes to just think about one thing you feel really grateful for. And I invite you, when you feel ready, to share that one thing in the chat. Now, for those of you watching on replay, this is where we're going to love and leave you as we're going to open up our little sharing circle to talk about all the things we feel most grateful for today, so we can really, really feel this on every level. Take care, and I will see you soon.